Hello, ladies. I'm going to explain to you how to do this question on calculation of equivalent units of production under weighted average method. This is the question on Kenton Industrial Corporation given to you in the class. Okay, let's take a look at how do we go about doing this. Kenton Industrial Corporation uses the weighted average methods in its process costing system. During April, the Baker Assembly Department completed its processing of 18,000 units and transferred them to the next department. So 18,000 units are the completed units that has been transferred. The cost of beginning inventory and the costs added during April amounted to $599,780 in total. The ending inventory in April consisted of 3,000 units. So this is a work in process inventory, which was 90% complete with respect to materials and 40% complete with respect to labor and overhead. The cost per equivalent unit for the month was materials $12.5, labor $3.2, and overhead $6.4. Now what you're required to do is compute the equivalent units of material, labor, and overhead in the ending inventory for the month. So how you're going to start this is that you have to first write down the units in the ending inventory given in the question. If you look here, the ending inventory has 3,000 units. So you write down 3,000 units each under material, labor, and overhead, followed by the percent complete. Now it's given in the question that it is 90% complete with respect to material and 40% with respect to labor and overhead. So you write 90% under materials and 40% under labor and overhead. So your equivalent units of production would be 3,000 multiplied with 90%, which is 0.9, 2,400 units. And for labor, it's 3,000 into 0.4, which is 1,800, and 1,800 for overhead. The second question is compute the cost of ending inventory and the units transferred to the next department, which means you have to calculate the total cost of both. You first begin with calculating the total cost for ending work in process inventory, for which you need two things. You need the equivalent units of production in ending inventory, and you need the cost per equivalent unit, which is given here in the question. So let's begin with taking down the equivalent units of production in the ending inventory from the first part of the question. You take this down, bring this down here, 2,400, 1,800, and 1,800. The cost per equivalent unit would be brought down from the question, which is 12.5 for material, 3.2 for labor, and $6.4 for overhead. Therefore, your total cost in the ending inventory or ending work in process inventory would be 2,400 multiplied with 12.5, which is $30,000. For labor, it is 1,800 multiplied with 3.2, which is $5,760. And for overhead, it would be $11,520. To get the total cost of the ending inventory, add up all the three costs that you have calculated, and it gives you $47,280. The question also says that you have to calculate the cost of the units which is transferred to the next department, that is the completed units. Let's look into the question as to how many units have been completed. The completed units transferred to next department is 18,000. So you will write 18,000 units transferred to the next department under materials, labor, and overhead, followed by the cost per equivalent unit, which is the same for ending inventory as well as completed units. So you bring down the same cost per unit, which is 12.5, 3.2, and 6.4. Multiplying 18,000 with $12.5, you get 312,500. 80,000 under labor, which is 18,000 into 3.2 and 18,000 into $6.4, which is $160,000. To get the total units, total cost for the units completed and transferred out, add all three and you will get $552,500. The third part of the question is you have to prepare a cost reconciliation for the month of April. Now this is something you haven't done before in the class. You will calculate the cost reconciliation by first taking down the total cost which is given to you in the question for beginning inventory and the cost added during the year, which is $599,700. So you begin with writing the total cost to be accounted for. Cost reconciliation meaning that you have to agree, show that the cost which is given for beginning inventory and the cost added during the year, this agrees with the cost of ending work in process and the cost of units completed which you have calculated. So, okay, so the total cost to be accounted for is 599,780, which comes from the question. And then you will bring down the cost of the ending work in process inventory, which you have calculated here, 47,280. You bring it down here. And then you add to this the cost of units completed and transferred out, which you bring down from this step, $552,500. And then you add 47,200 with the $552,500, and it should give you an amount of 599,780, which should match with or agree with the cost of beginning inventory and the cost added during the year, which you have taken down from the question here. So that is how a cost reconciliation is done. I hope this has been clear to you, and it will now help you to solve the exercise 413 given to you in the practice sheet. If you have any problem, do not hesitate to get back to me. So yeah, start with your work.